What's good, what's revving? It's Godspeed of Laugh Now, Ride Later. On the scene, on your screen with more Ride 3 gameplay. Now, getting into this race, this is the Nürburgring that I'm on right here on this track on Ride 3 for PS4. With a 1992 Bermuda YB8 Ferrano. I'm riding with all these other riders on the game, on the track, and I always have a hard time riding with them because it's always like a physical type of thing, and I'm always bumping into people and cutting people off and knocking people off their bike, especially in this race because it's wet, it's raining on this track. See, I just cut that guy off and probably knocked him off his bike right there. Just pulling like a Simoncelli move. And shout out to Marco Simoncelli, by the way, may he rest in peace. I'm coming up on the first place guy. Actually, is this? Yeah, this is the first place guy, and I'm having a little bit of a time catching him like on his first lap. But when I come into this turn, I believe this is I believe that was the Schumacher turn, Michael Schumacher. But when I'm coming into this turn, it's hard to catch him, and I slip and I fall right there. And usually with Ride 3, I like to give myself a 3-strike rule when it comes to doing the replay of the video game. So you see, I just had 1 strike right there where I just replayed because I didn't complete that turn the right way. I didn't negotiate that the right way that I wanted to. And then coming up on, I believe this is the Advan chicane, or one of the turns. I know one of these turns is named after the Advan. And coming in that little section right there, I kind of cut it short, and then the first place guy bumped into me and knocked me into the pits turn, I believe that is. So I had to, because of that, I had to hit strike 2 as far as my replays go, and do a second replay of that section right there. And you know, it's just 2 so far. I don't believe that in this particular race I did 3, but like I said, I do like to keep it regulated to just 3 replays without doing a 4th one, because I kind of feel like, you know, even though that's warranted at some times in the game, and this is a video game that I'm playing, I do kind of feel like in real life you wouldn't be able to do that. So in a video game, even though it's just simulated and it's a video game, I don't want to do that all the time either. So this guy's putting up a good fight for first place, but I'm the man, you know. So I mean, I can't you know, can't fight physics, can't fight science, and science says that I'm that guy when it comes to Ride 3. You know, at least playing against a CPU. I know when I play against other players, other real life players, I might not be as potent and effective when it comes to racing, because I won't be able to rough them up like I can rough up the CPU. Because when you play with another player, a real player on here through online play, they don't allow you to physically like bump into them or touch them, because it's kind of like since it's simulated, they don't allow you to do that because they figure you might cheat that way. And I don't cheat, but I do play rough in this video game. Now, and you see in this turn right there, I got a penalty because I overstepped that turn and took it off. I cut that turn too short, and I did it too soon, so I got a penalty. But even with that penalty, I was thinking, you know, I don't want to use my own personal third strike and do a replay of that right there. So let me just see if I could finish this race with enough time so it offsets the penalty that I had, and I still win in first place, which you'll see what happens. But so I'm on the third lap right now. I'm in first place. It's still a rainy, wet track, and as you can see by these 3 blue arrows right here at the back of my motorcycle, that indicates that the person in second place is coming up on me, and he's right there off the screen where you can't see him, but he's right there behind me. And that other set of arrows indicates that the person in third. So each set of arrows indicates that it's another person behind you. And we got one set of arrows right now, 2 sets of arrows right now. So second and third place are right behind me, right off of the screen right here, behind my bike. Now, I want to keep them back there. I don't want them to slide up in front of me, you know, so I make it good through that section of turns right there. I make it good through here. What is this? Oh, I couldn't see what that was. I make it good through there. Back through that set of turns where I usually was having issues at, and right here where I usually try to cut that turn short, like right at that apex right there. Then I come up on this section where I was having a lot of trouble at, but I didn't cut it short that time. I actually did it right and came through here nice and clean, nice and smooth, you know, no arrows as of right now. And so that means they were like dumb, stupid far behind me. So I just finished the race, you know, the champion that I am, you know what I'm saying. Again, I didn't do my 3 strikes, I did 2. But I like to keep it real, keep it 99 plus 1, you know, you do the math. So, you know how I like to do, 1 down, 5 up, God bless the riders, and ride out. Peace.